What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Southern Roots Podcast. It seems like we've been, my camera's all jacked up, there it goes. It seems like we've been out of here for a long time, but I guess that's how it is once football and hunting season ends.
Yeah. It's kind of gets all mixed up because we don't really hang out unless
together.
Like we don't be having cookouts.
Yeah.
I mean, I love y'all and all, but it's like,
yeah, I mean, we got other stuff going on. We do. I mean,
it's my time to catch back up in life.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I'm about to have a kid, so that slows things down a little bit.
Yeah, sooner than you thought too. So,
yeah,
not much sooner, but a little bit sooner. Let's plug the social media real quick, and then we'll get into.
Oh yeah. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, an Instagram, and a TikTok. Y'all go like, follow, subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. Everything is at the Southern Roots.
Yup, the Southern Roots. So I guess we can start. I haven't even told you or Shane about this, but my truck. So, I took it to some other people. We had it scheduled a long time ago for them to look at it. Hoping that if it was just a water pump, because I don't know, I had told you about the original guy said that he would make it right or whatever. We'd have to pay for parts.
Yes.
He'd do the labor and all. So if it was just a water pump, in order to just go ahead and get my truck fixed, I'm willing to just pay somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? Like, just to get it out of the way. Like, well, we're on the way back. 2 weekends ago, maybe. Yeah. No. Yes. 2 weeks ago, we're on the way back from North Carolina, and I see this was the day before I was supposed to take my truck to these other people, about getting, like, seeing what was wrong with the truck, if it would be just a water pump and we're just going to go ahead and fix it. Anyways, the day before I take it to them, we're on the way back from North Carolina, and the shop that is supposed to be making it right, I see this thing on Facebook where it's posted, it's under contract to be sold.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, well, I definitely got to take these people now. Well, these people have, they've looked at it and they think that it's got a cracked cylinder head, which means it would need a new head, which the heads are new, or I mean, they got 50,000 miles on them. Like,
yeah, nothing. For a gas car, that's nothing.
Yeah. So, I don't really understand why it messed up so quick. I don't know. But so I'm waiting to hear back from a price on that to get, what they say all that'll be.
Tell them put some JB Weld in there and call it good.
That's what I'm saying. Just smooth it down real good with some sandpaper. Let it ride. But so when I found out from them that they're pretty sure it's a cracked head, cylinder.
Dust.
They said that I text the other guy and said, hey, because he was supposed to get to it in March. I texted him and said, hey, you still gonna be able to get to me in March? Yada, yada, yada. And he said, yeah, it should be good. Just trying to get a couple of these older ones done before I can get you in here. He wants to go ahead and have all the parts beforehand, yada, blah, 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 blah. And then I text back. I said, okay, cool. I just saw where your stuff was under contract to be sold. I was just making sure you was still what the deal was. And he said, just looking to move locations still going to be doing work. So I was like, if they come back with some crazy price, I'm just going to get them to put it back together and wait for this other dude to make it right, like he said. But who knows? So we'll see.
That's crazy.
We'll see. Yeah, I was kind of ticked off when I saw that at first. I was not gonna lie. Like, this motherfucker knew that he was selling this place and just straight lied to my face.
Yeah, for real.
So, but we'll see.
That's
diesel trucks, boy. I tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have them. But Jesus.
Yeah, for the work y'all do, y'all towing all the time. You gotta have something that can withstand some towing, and that's just tough.
Yeah. Duh. But it is what it is. Hopefully, they said it's also possibly just a head gasket. So I don't know. I'm thinking those are probably two large different price like jobs here.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing. Like, so I built that truck that I have in the yard, right?
Yeah.
And I loved working on it when I was younger. Nowadays, bro, I work on whatever I need to work on, but I don't look forward to working on any of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
bro, I loved it.
So I think the problem is, I think the thing is, how do I say? So, like, when we were younger, like, I did the same thing with the Blazer. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I had that sucker. I mean, the motor in that was, I took the throttle body off of it, put a 4-barrel carburetor on. I mean, like, the whole intake. I mean, it was everything but a certified race motor inside there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was stuff that we wanted to do. Versus I wasn't doing it because I had to do it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Just facts.
So like I don't mind going out there and like tinkering with like lights and, you know, radios and stuff like that in my truck, because I don't have to. Like, but in order just to make it either look better or sound better.
That's true, because like
I don't mind doing it. But if if it's broke and I have no choice but to work on it, I'm so upset. So mad.
Well, I don't know, because even when I was younger, I mean, I broke it all the time. I mean, let's be honest. I dogged this crap out of that truck. Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, so whenever I was younger, I made the jankiest lift kit you could make. Like, I pretty much made it from scratch. Went to the junkyard and got just pieces, right? And just made a lift kit, right? And that lift kit made my front end parts so fragile.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I went through like 8, 4. I know it was around 8 wheel bearings on the front end. At least 6 or 7 CV axles. I was going through them all the time.
You made your own,
but I did
that truck.
Yeah, I did at first, and then I bought one that was like
for it. Yeah.
But and so after that, after I like put the lift kit on it, and then my two front tires ended up falling off not long after that. Then after I put all that back together, I had a problem since.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I used to love it. I didn't care if it broke, because I mean,
you also didn't have as much.
I framed it through the mud. I mean, as much as I possibly.
Yeah, we also didn't have as much responsibility at that time either. Like, if your truck broke, the money that you were making could go to fixing your truck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas now it's like, ooh, buddy, I got I got my mortgage to pay, I got lights to pay, I got food to buy.
Yeah.
4 was like, hey, Mom, what's for dinner? You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Just let me know when it's done. I'm going to go fix this.
Exactly.
That's
yeah. I mean, so a lot of that, I'm sure a lot of that has to play with
has to.
because it's most of the time it's like, I don't need to be spending this money on this stupid behind whatever is
Yeah.
broke. You know what I mean? Like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been messing with this thing in the first place.
Yeah, why am I jumping out off a hill for no reason?
Yeah. And now, I mean, and before it's like, who cares? Like, I don't
Yeah.
have, my money's not going to anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's probably a lot.
Has to be.
But yeah,
I felt with the motor in that truck, it kind of like fizzled, like literally. Like we were doing the motor and we got it all done, and I just put a stock motor back in. I didn't build it or anything. Like
yeah.
it was just a crate engine. Like I didn't build the motor. I didn't rebuild it or nothing. I just said, I'm just gonna crate motor, and we'll just put it in. And ever since then, I ain't really messed with it since.
Yeah. I mean, that motor that was in the Blazer, we had it bored out 30 over, which isn't like crazy. I think you can go up to like 60 over. But I had it bored out, like the pistons were like high dollar piston. I mean, just everything from the bottom. The only thing I didn't put in there was a camshaft.
Yeah.
That makes it like chop when it's sitting there.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't put in there. Everything else was friggin'. That Blazer would run, son.
No, mine was never fast. That thing was just big. It was slow. It was loud, not like dumb loud. Mine was never dumb loud. I will say, I wasn't one of those guys. It was.
Yeah.
You could hear it though.
Oh yeah, that's how mine was. I didn't have.
I just like the rumble.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think I ever had straight pipes. But
no. Well, I mean, technically I did, but I had two cats. I had the Cadillac converters and no muffler. And then I took the two cats off and put two mufflers on. Yeah. So I still have two cats, now two mufflers.
I always had one or the other for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that Blazer I had was, not only was the motor bad, I never got it stuck, not one time.
I can't say that.
I don't know if it's because of
I've had mine with water coming in the cab. I've had I have 37s on that thing.
Yeah.
They were covered. Like you couldn't even see the tire.
Yeah.
Like
I've had it up over the headlights, like on that Blazer, and it just
creep right on through. Most of the time that's how it happened. But
well, yeah, I mean every now and then. Yeah.
I mean everything gets stuck.
For sure.
You know, whenever I was younger, I knew it could get stuck, but I was like, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
And then I finally got it stuck, and it was bad.
Oh yeah, you get those big old tires stuck, man. It's hard to break them free and get them out of there. But speaking of mud, me and Dad went to Savage today.
Oh, no invite. That's wild.
I know. I thought
that's insane.
As soon as he asked me, or not when he asked me, but when we went to leave, I was like, dang, Seth has been talking about going to Savage, and I didn't say a single word to him either.
So I had Raylan with me. We were at Larry Giant Subs, right? And you sent me a video, and it looked like it was obvious. It was pretty obvious it was an ATV park. So but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't think me and Andy are friends no more. And so Raylan's freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Like, what? Why ain't y'all friends? And I was like, he didn't invite me.
Yeah.
It's insane. Well, hopefully him and Daddy are still friends.
I didn't invite him either. I honest to God, I mean, like when Dad asked me, it was right before I was going to play. I went and played some golf yesterday.
Yeah.
After work, and then for whatever reason, he had asked me earlier in the week, but I had forgot or something, or he had asked me like a day or two ago. And I remember, and he was like, "Hey, you still coming to Savage with me tomorrow?" I was like, "Oh yeah," and then that was kind of like the end of the conversation, and it just never like registered what I was going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
But yeah, and as soon as we went to leave, and I was like, oh crap, I should have asked Seth and Shane to come out here. They've been talking about it. especially Seth. So,
Yeah.
but that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. You can go pretty much everywhere out there. Your buggy probably would be fine. Dad's is a little lower than yours. Where's your?
Yeah.
Do you know where your breather box is?
Yeah. So I don't know where the CVT like breather is. Well, I know where that one. There's an intake and an outlet of it. I don't know where the outlet is. I know where the intake of both the airbox and the CVT. But there's an outlet for the CVT. I don't know where that's at.
Gotcha.
I just ain't like paid attention.
Yeah.
But I think it's like right above, like close to where it is. It's like where the seats are, about that high, as far as I know.
Okay. You should be fine. I never got my butt wet all day. Now we could have, we 100% could have, but there's
You could have lost that buggy in a couple of holes.
Oh, dude, some of them places are. Some of those things are.
From what I understand, a stock buggy, you can just about lose it in a hole.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you can, especially if there's water in there, in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never see that joker again. You'll have to come out because you're drowning, and then you'll have to wait 3 months for the water to drop. I mean, there ain't no way.
You imagine changing that oil or anything?
Oh, my God, bro. But we followed, my cousin was out there. He's got 37s on his. He's got a Razor.
Yeah.
And we were following him, and pretty much if I could see his tires all the way through, we were good. We were safe. So that's kind of how our judgment went. And it went pretty good. Then me and Dad started riding around by ourselves, and we ended up getting a little deeper than we wanted to go. And I think the belt box filled up with water, or got some water in it for sure, because it started slipping. But then, you started riding around. And
shoot, man, daggone the Ranger before it broke and all that. If we had a hard rain, I don't know. I have no idea. If we had a hard rain and I went and go drive it the next morning or whatever, I'd have to take the plug out the bottom of the CVT box or whatever and let it drain out and then go drive it.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild. Now, I didn't think
I don't know if there's like
that inlet or outlet to that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the outlet is usually lower than the inlet.
Yeah, I don't think about how high that is. That might be messed up.
Especially since you said that one's kind of hard to get to because y'all are like probably sitting on top of it because that motor's like under y'all almost, ain't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much right.
Yeah, it might be up underneath y'all's butt.
Well, you never got
like somewhere around there.
There was one point it got really close to the seats, real close to the seats. And I said, "You might want to back up," and he did. But everything for the most part seems to have pretty solid bottoms out there. Like you can, if you don't have anybody that knows where they're going out there, you can get jacked up. But if you follow somebody who knows where they're going, you're fine. There's ways pretty much around everything. That's pretty dope though.
Yeah.
And $25, technically you can pay, if you pay $35 when you get there, you get a day pass and lunch. Like a meal. And we didn't, but we just did it $25, but it was like a pool.
That's not bad, just to go enjoy yourself. Yeah, I know. I knew there was a pool out there because Levi was a member at one point.
Oh, was it?
They would go out there and just to swim every now and then, like because he lived closer than what he does now. But so they would go out there and go swim, and he would go ride while they swam. Or if you remember, I think you can even stay the night and stuff. I don't know if you can if you're not.
You can. Yeah, there's campsites and stuff out there.
I figured, but that's how most ATV parks do it.
You can do like a weekend thing. You can set up a camper. You could put tents up. I mean, however, they don't care. You give them their money.
Yep,
you pay that money and let it go.
Yeah.
There wasn't nowhere. Last time I went out there was a freaking crap ton of people out there. And I mean,
well, It's still getting. It's still. I mean, it was nice today, like for riding wise.
Yeah.
But like, a lot of people do that mud riding a lot during the summer. Like it's hot. They got their waders on so they can go deep. The water's not cold if they do get wet. So some people don't even wear waders. Like,
Well, the thing is, like, the last time I went, it was cold. Like, I was,
Oh, wow,
I was in my Drake, yeah,
oh wow, I wouldn't expect that.
and it was freaking packed. I mean, packed. There was people everywhere. You couldn't make a turn without seeing another ATV.
Was there like a event going on
I don't think so.
that you know of?
Not that I was aware of. They just had one last weekend, I think. They had a bounty race, is what they called it.
I want to go to one of those one day. I think
I-
the next one's like in July though. I think.
My cousin said it's in April.
Oh, okay, it's not too far.
You have a
We'll see.
fresh. You'll have a fresh.
I was about to say.
report.
That's why I said we'll see. He's gonna be a little bit of a freshie.
Yeah, you.
I ain't gonna be dropping him off so fast to my parents. That's kind of crazy. I'm like, hey, here, I'm gonna go ride.
Leave your wife at the house. That's not gonna.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
That would
very
be
nice.
either. So,
You know.
well, yeah. So, yeah, that's been. And then I snowboarded for 2 weekends in a row before that. So it's been an eventful couple weeks.
How'd that snowboarding go?
Good, good. I went the first week. I thought it was just me and my wife, and turns out she had planned like this whole like surprise party with like a bunch of people because I turned 30, and that's the first time I can honestly say that I've ever been 100% surprised. I had no idea anything was going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
She had me. We got done with dinner, and we're eating in the town, and it's like 4 minutes from the Airbnb, and I've drove the 5.5 hours to get up there. I've drove all day. Like, I said, I go to get in the car. She's like, I'll drive. I'm like, 4 minutes? Like, you drive the 4 minutes back to the house? That's crazy. No, it'll be all right. She said, no, I have to drive. And I was like, why? And she's like, because we're going somewhere. I was like, okay, where? Like, that's fine. She's like, no, you
You
can't.
just tell me where, but yeah, she's not that way.
You can't know. And I'm like, what do you mean we can't? I can't know. She's like, just let me drive. I was like, okay, fine. Well, then she puts the thing in her GPS and is like freaking out because it's saying stuff out loud, and I'm listening, and I'm like, I don't know, like it doesn't tell you, like it just tells you,
What road? Is,
yeah, what
like,
next,
turn
like what's
here.
your next
Yeah.
turn, and she's like flipping out, and then she's like, I need you to put this blindfold on, and we haven't gotten out of the parking lot yet. I was like, do what? You want me to ride in this car with you while I have a
That is-
blindfold on? You are smoking crack. Like, this is not happening. I'm not doing it. No. And she's like, Andy, you have to. And I was like, no. Like, I don't think this is going to be a good idea. And she's like, just trust me. I was like, whatever. So I was like, I'll put it on when we get on the road. And she's like, okay. Well, then she goes to drive out this parking lot straight over the curb. And I'm like, yo, you want me to put a blindfold on? Hey, you're about to dump us over the curb into the ditch? Like, and we're in the mountains. Like, this is not places to be not sure where you're going. And then I was like, I said something, and so I ended up putting the blindfold on. And we go, and I'm like riding. I was like, the town is literally, there's 1 or 2 red lights in this town. Like, it's not very big. So, and I knew if we go to the red light by where we parked and we turn left, we're going back towards the cabin. So I said it out loud. I said, all right, she comes up to the red light, and I'm blindfolded at this point. I said, if we go left, we're going back to the cabin. That was the only other thing that way. The rest of the town was to the right. And so she turns, I said, okay, we're going back to the cabin. I'm thinking, why do I have to be blindfolded to go back to this cabin? So anyways, we go back, and there was like a very sharp, distinct curve, like to get up to where the cabin's at and all yada yada. I was like, okay, so we're definitely going back to the cabin. And she's like, okay, yeah, we are going back to the cabin, but you got to keep the blindfold. I'm like, why? And she's like, well, because she had told me that she had got like a Airbnb. Somebody wanted her to do it through her Instagram or something. And it was just me and her up there. And I'm thinking, we get there and this house is massive. It holds like 17 people. I'm thinking, Jesus, 2 folks for this big old house, whatever. But, and then we go and we're sitting, or she's driving, and we get there, and I'm like, why do I have to have a blindfold on if we come back to the cabin? She's like, because she told me that she had the people come and like decorate or something for my birthday or whatever, yada, yada. She didn't want me to see it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So she gets me out of the car and we're walking. She's holding my arm, right? And she runs me into this wall that's beside the house. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, you got to pay attention here. You're banging me into stuff. So then she goes, there's a step here, and we get up the steps on the porch. And she's like, I got to punch in the code to get into the door. You know, it's got one of those smart code things. And and then she just opens the door. I said, yo, hold on. No. We're not doing this. You said you needed to punch the code in, and you just opened the door. I mean, somebody's in this house, and the only person that can protect you is freaking blindfolded. This is a terrible idea. And she's like, Andy, just come on. Just come on. And I was like, this is such a bad idea. I kept saying it. She's like, it's fine. Come on. So I'm like she's like dragging me, and I'm like holding one hand out in front of my face. She's pulling me by the other arm, and I'm like, yo, this is about to be bad. You get in, and like my family's there, her family's there, Will and them are there. So, which I think Shane was gonna come, but he had some stuff with his house and all. So, but it was like, I was like, yeah, that one got me pretty good, I'll say. But and then I went the very next weekend and snowboarded with the youth group for 2 days. That was only one day. And then the next week, literally, I snowboarded that Saturday, went home Sunday, left Thursday, snowboarded Friday and Saturday with the youth group. Then
I heard that.
Yeah.
They have any real snow out there anymore, or is it all fake stuff?
Yeah, it's all fake. No. When we went the first time, they had just had 3 inches of snow. So when we went the next week, it was all fake. It wasn't all fake, but there wasn't much real snow on the ground. You could tell that just the trails where the snowboarding and skiing and stuff goes is the only place that had snow on it. So it's like, obviously this ain't like that real of stuff. So,
which is still fun. I just wanted to know.
Oh yeah.
Snowboarding's fun.
Yeah.
I've never.
You never went. You never.
Yeah, I went with y'all once.
You went with the youth once, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
The whole,
after falling 6 times or maybe more, my head was hurting enough. I was like, all right, that was fun, but I'm gonna have a concussion if I don't stop.
Yeah. I already have one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's possible.
We so used to, like, when we were in youth, everybody skied, and like there was a couple snowboarders.
Yeah, I was a snowboarder because I was scared that I'd be doing a split if I didn't.
Yeah. And then this time, the entire youth group snowboarded, except one kid.
Really?
Yeah. And Will skis, but the entire youth group snowboarded. I was like, dang, that's crazy. And they all pretty much got it. By the second day, they were all able to go down the mountain.
Oh, it's a learning curve because it's weird, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Once you figure it out, though, you get it.
Yeah.
Once it clicks, like, you've got it. So that was fun. It's been a busy couple weeks, I'll tell you that. So, which I didn't even know. Last weekend, you sent me a Snapchat. Y'all was putting fence up.
We were getting some cattle here soon. We fenced in. It's right at 3 acres, something like that.
Where at?
Let's just say I've got to do a new shooting range.
Nice.
Like where the 100 yards it is.
Yeah,
that's in the cattle fence. The 50 yard is not. But so
it's
pretty much
It's like the pond area.
from where the pond to the front of the road.
The front of the road?
Not that far, but like that's the way it goes. Like from the pond.
Oh, it's gotcha. But it only goes to like the 100-yard mark.
Just over it. Because it's like 200 plus foot ish going. Like we measured it all out, walked it all out, and
Did y'all put like the little T-bar posts in, or did y'all do like wood post all the way around?
we did the wood post in the corners and did a little H brace is what they call it. Did an H brace in the middle of each long run because and that's one of them's like 500 and something foot, and one's right at 600 foot. Yeah, and to get the fence tight, you gotta kind of have it the brace to kind of hold it.
Pull it.
So
Y'all put the same kind of fence like I have, like that big square fence, the square.
Yeah.
Okay. Heck yeah.
took a couple days. I missed church Sundays. We finished it up Sunday.
I wasn't there Sunday either.
Yeah, y'all came back from the ski trip Sunday evening. You said, right?
Yep. We got back about 4:30 to the church.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Man, we the first freaking pool. So when we started doing the fence, because we already had all the posts up, me and Dad finished the post Friday, and we already had the wood post done, and we did just metal post, little T posts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking
like I have.
about? Put those in the ground. Yeah, all Friday, and so the Saturday we're all right. We're just gonna fence it, and we'll be done. You know.
Yeah.
So we got a little. It's a fence stretcher for a tractor. It rolls out the fence, and then you squeeze it and blah blah. But we put it on a post, and we started going, and we clamped it and started stretching it for the with the tractor, and it pulled the post that we put on out of the ground.
Oh my.
So we had to restart, like refix all that, and do it a whole different. Dude, we didn't get the fence done Saturday.
That's tough.
So
Y'all put a gate and all on it too somewhere, or?
Oh yeah, it's all the fence is 100% done. Everything. Well, we need to get some shade, and we got to get water over there. But other than that,
Is the pond not in it?
I mean, no. For one,
Or the
pond
pond's not?
like right now, there's no.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much where the pond is on, like the front, like towards Lintown,
Yeah.
over 250 foot ish, somewhere in there, and then and it's like right at 3 acres.
Okay.
So you know that hill always go up coming out of the pond?
Yeah.
Like, you got to turn immediately.
Gotcha.
Like, it's there.
So the road that splits y'all's property right there, it's on the pond side of that road?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Dang. Get some cows.
Yeah. The rule of thumb is to have like an acre a cow is what they say.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like 2 cows for now, from what I'm understanding.
That'll be plenty.
Yeah.
Are y'all doing it for food, or y'all doing it just because to have cows?
No, for food, bro. We ain't feeding these heifers just to have cows and name them Fred and Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I mean, hey.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
What I just sent you, it is the plan at some point.
Gotcha. Heck yeah. Where's
the big pine trees where it's like over on the other side? That's where their mom and dad.
Oh, I'm about to say, y'all are missing a place.
Yeah. I just didn't feel like cutting that.
Yeah.
Because I did all this, and yeah.
Gotcha. So that one that
And-
just says cows on it is pretty much where.
That is where the fence is now.
Oh yeah,
The ones that just cows.
I can't believe
Yeah.
Google Maps has got your gun range already on there. Like I feel like
Isn't that
it
crazy?
hasn't been done that long ago. I mean, it has, but
Yeah. Kind of wild.
yeah, that is insane.
Pretty cool though. Well, it's gonna look a lot different in like probably 3 years. Especially if a lot of this is getting done.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Heck yeah. Do you know what kind of cows are they?
He's not sure which ones he wants to do yet. Still, from what I understand.
I know somebody who's got Wagyu beef cows, which is
Good lord,
yeah.
that's gotta be expensive.
I have no idea how much it costs.
I mean, if it's anything like buying Wagyu from the store, which I don't have a store around here that sells it.
yeah. Will and them's neighbor.
That's pretty cool.
They're like Mr. Billy buys a cow and has it butchered from that guy, their neighbor. I'm sure he's got some little ones. I don't know. I mean, I don't know nothing about cows. I can
Yeah.
cut trees down pretty good. That's about it.
I'm learning. I'm gonna be honest. And bro, now that I've been looking up a lot of fit stuff and a lot of freaking cow stuff. Brother, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Social media, it's all over the place.
All your Facebook ads.
Oh, yeah.
Companies.
Even my YouTube ads on the TV in there.
Dude,
I've seen.
I went snowboarding 2 weeks in a row, and I've never seen a YouTube suggested video of snowboarding. There's like half my suggested videos on my YouTuber. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even search snowboard
It's
stuff.
crazy.
It's wild. But yeah, I feel you though. I know how it is.
Yeah, I don't get it, but hey, they know. That's all I know.
So y'all gonna butcher those and split them amongst the farm, or are y'all going?
I would assume. I'm not. That's how I'm understanding it. Is we're just gonna buy some cows, and
Are y'all all gonna go in on it, like in on the cows, like two?
I'm down. He hasn't mentioned it, and I probably should mention it actually. But I do whatever
Yeah.
because I mean I'm kind of down with whatever. I don't give a hoot.
That's a I know. Shoot, when we had a cow butchered, we bought a cow. It was already raised. It was ready to be butchered. We paid. I want to say it was like $570 or $575 maybe per household. It was
Yeah.
mine and Callie's house, Tiffany and Jesse's house, and mom and dad's house.
Yeah.
And it gave. I mean,
I remember when I was younger. Like I was pretty young. Dad bought a half a cow.
Yeah.
And that meat lasted us probably about close to a year.
yeah, it'll last a long time, especially if you're eating other stuff. Now, if all you're eating is that beef,
Yeah.
it'll go pretty quick. I mean, it'll last 3 or 4 months, 3 months, 6
Yeah.
months at the most. But if you go and you're eating, like, I mean, we had, like, y'all have wild game meat, like, y'all have deer meat, y'all have pig, y'all have, y'all have other options.
This is how he put it. He said, I want to be able to live off the property if I need to for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why he wants chickens, cows, pigs, rabbits. Like, and then we're not deer. We can kill a few deer every year.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's definitely not a bad option. When the world
I'm
goes
sure he
crap,
want to do a garden.
gardens suck.
Bruh, I did a garden last year. That job, that's aggravating.
Or you gotta deal with that thing every single day.
Trust me, getting off work and picking weeds from stuff, it just makes you mad.
Oh, I bet.
I actually needed one that's a hoe, right? That's what
Yeah.
they're for. I didn't have one. I needed one. I needed one. I needed a hoe.
I'm not gonna tell your wife that you said you needed a hoe. She's gonna listen to this and be like, she's gonna text you. No, you need a hoe, huh? It's a garden tool.
I needed one then, for real.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, that's pretty sweet though.
oh yeah,
I mean, that's kind of the whole point in having a bunch of land
Yeah.
is to be able to live off the land. Like, that's my outlook on it anyway. It's like,
yeah. That's how I've always wanted to do it.
yeah, like there's like 145 acres for sale up the road from Dad. I would give just about anything to buy.
Yeah.
It's got some wetland on it. It's got legit farm property on it. Like they farm it right now every year. There's 2 house sites on it. The houses are no good, but there are 2 like septic tanks, wells, electricity pole. Like, I mean, it's a site for a house. But I mean, they want way more money than I got. So
Yeah, land's expensive, especially nowadays.
yeah, especially in Bullock County. Bullock County land is insane.
Yeah.
And it's not that far from, I mean, you know where Mom and Dad live. It's,
Yep.
You know that little gas station that's right there near their house?
Uh-huh.
It's, so Mom and Dad live like half a mile one way. This is probably a mile the other way. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and it's not even, and I'm not even interested in it because it's right there close to Mom and Dad.
No.
But it's literally got, that land's got everything I want to do with land. It's got it.
Yeah.
Like it's got good potential for hunting, deer, duck. I don't know about pig. I haven't seen any of that stuff, but it's got swampland. It's got high land. I mean, it's literally like a dream property. It's just can't get it. Ain't got enough money. But yeah, that's the point in having land is to be able to live off the land. Like set it up to where if I have to go months, years without going to a grocery store, I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Aside from toilet paper.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that would be tough. That and like soap.
Yeah.
To wash your butt with.
Yeah. Can you imagine if like the power grid did just shut off? I mean, it's like,
dude,
can't get gas, can't do that. Like you have to live off the land.
You have to.
You can't drive nowhere because they never got no power.
Yeah, nobody's got gas. Nobody. I mean, it would be a tough. I tell you this. People's circles would get
a lot closer.
Yeah, people. I was gonna say, people's circles would get a lot smaller, smaller. This whole talking to people hours away, brother. I might have to become friends with my meth head neighbors. That's all I got over here. You know what I mean? And the old guy next on the other side.
I've thought about that, like, because then your house would be no good. Like, you can't. I mean, I guess you sleep in it, but there's no AC. I mean, it's just shelter at that point. Like,
yeah, it's just a for sure shelter. Like, it's gonna keep you dry.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I mean, at that point, it's literally just a shell.
Yeah,
it's a glorified tent at that point. Yeah, I mean, well, I think, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. It would be absolute chaos. I know that.
Oh, dude.
Because there's a lot of people. Like, I could probably make it for a while.
Yeah.
With no power.
Yeah.
You know, like, would it suck at first? Absolutely. But you get used to it eventually. Like, sun starts to go down. Guess what? Take your tail to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you get sleep. You know, you're gonna get your proper hours.
Get in the
sleep.
Yeah.
You wake up when the sun comes up and start over. Like, I mean, I could probably do it and be halfway decent at it, right? There's some people in this world, ain't no way they're making it without this stuff. There's no shot.
No. People I know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
done.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I could make it a while. I'd be skinnier, that's for sure.
I 100% would be skinnier.
I'd be,
For sure.
because I'm hunting every day at that point.
Oh, yeah. Bump.
I'm,
At that point, bump seasons. Like, I'm trying to survive.
oh, no. Yeah. That's a totally different ballgame. It's survival.
Yeah. I'm out here trying to live. Like,
The game players aren't worrying about coming to me anyway.
yeah, he can't get here.
No.
Like, he can't get here. He ain't got no gas either.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a question though. Would we take a last trip to Tuckahoe to get as much meat as we could?
Oh, that would not be a bad idea.
I don't know, because then it would just go bad. You know,
That is
the meat
true.
would just go bad. You can't just go out there and just slaughter 50 pigs at night.
I didn't think about that because you won't.
What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you'd have to. It gets to, if it got cold here at night, and like
Yeah.
if it stayed cold here for a while, it depends on what time of year it was. If it was cold enough to where it could freeze, I could freeze it.
Oh yeah. Just
You know,
that'll be okay.
but like right now, I mean, it was 80 degrees today. That meat is bad by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That would be a tough one. It would not be easy.
No.
But the good thing is I'm around a bunch of farmland that's currently got, I know for a fact I can go right now. I mean, it's 9:48, 9:50. I could go right now and I know exactly where some deer are at. They're there every single night. That's one reason I don't like riding my
Yeah.
motorcycle out here at night. Because
Yeah.
every single night,
Yeah.
them jokers are crossing the road.
Right down, dude.
Yeah. It's like every
get-
single.
And son.
Oh, dude. I can't stand bringing my, like, I almost don't want to come home if I don't make it before daylight or before dark.
Dude, whenever we put all that stuff in your shop, that's the first time I've seen your bike. I don't think I've seen it. I know I haven't seen it. That's the first time I've seen it.
I got that thing in July or June
Yeah,
last year.
It's been almost a year.
You haven't been
I've been to your house. I have.
I know.
I don't know where it was because I've been in your shop for like the Georgia Florida game.
It was beside the shop.
I didn't see it.
It was parked.
I didn't think about it.
It was
but-
parked between two cars too, though. On that day, so you might not have seen it.
Yeah, but he opened up the shop. Was, hey, there's his bike. I forgot he had one. Like I haven't seen it like at all.
Yeah, I would drive it to church a lot more if I didn't have to carry a guitar with me.
Just drop that on your back.
I got a guitar case that, and I have
That's back
before.
on it.
It's got like a backpack, like I can put it on like a backpack, and I have
Yeah.
one Wednesday.
Why don't you leave it at church though? I know you play it at home, and it's probably your favorite guitar, but like,
Yeah, that guitar right there is not staying at church. They have
okay.
people like to mess with stuff.
Ah,
They like to let.
I get that.
And my niece is guilty of it.
Just as
well.
bad as the rest of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I mean, she'll run in there and just grab
I
something.
mean, just stuff.
And it's just like,
Yeah,
so
stuff's too expensive.
that mug's $3,000. Like we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hate
I
to
don't-
show up one Sunday and that joker be broke because I would not be a happy camper.
Yeah, no,
So,
I get that.
but yeah, we
I forget about little ones, man. I don't have one yet.
Oh, you about to. One thing, my cousin, he had when he had his first son, he told me, the one that lives in Texas,
Yeah.
he's like, there's a lot of stuff you don't think about before you have kids. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, those screws you just left on the counter? I'm like, yeah. He's like, my son can reach those. And I was like, okay, I'll move. Ain't no big deal. He's like, no. He's like, I would have never, like, you didn't think about it. You don't have kids. You wouldn't have thought about that. I was like, yeah, you're right. He's like, you know what I thought about? I said, your son choking on that? He's like, no. How's my son going to poop that out? I was like, that's crazy.
It's wild.
I was like, okay, well, I'll move the screws. Like, he won't reach them. Not because of me. That's for sure. You ain't blaming that on me. So, but yeah, like, I guess I don't think about it much either.
Only time I think about it is when the kids are over. Like,
yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm
Well,
around them, I'll think about it. But like, I'm not like,
because whenever I think of like it being at a church and stuff, well, that's how we kind of got on it. Is like nobody's there.
yeah,
There are,
there are times that they're like, there's times that there are people there that have kids that I'm not there. If I'm there, I don't care. Like, do what you want. If I see you messing with something, like messing with my guitar, hey, don't mess with that. But if I'm not there, and I'm not even saying like the parents are letting them do it, it's just they may not see them. I mean, that church, that's a big building. You know what I mean? So
no, I know.
so there's a possibility that they do. Kids just see stuff and like to mess with it. Like,
Oh my heavens!
I just see stuff and like to mess with it. Like, and I'm 30.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah,
I just know
yeah.
when to say, okay, that might break. They don't understand that. So yeah, I just choose to take it with me. Which, I have,
Yeah.
like, I have other guitars here that
That's why I always
One-
wondered, because I knew you had.
like, I have a bunch
I
of,
always wondered why you had to bring it back and forth, because I knew you had 2 or 3 at your house still.
I probably could put it in the case and just put it beside the stage and it would never get touched. But I don't know. It's a good
I
question.
don't.
I never thought about leaving it, honestly. My other one, I used to have a red one that I played, that bright red one.
Yep.
I used to leave it sitting on stage out in the open, but it was $120 guitar that I got from the pawn shop. Who cares? You know what I mean?
It's different. Yeah.
That right there, that's my dream guitar. You know what I mean? Like, if it gets messed up, I'm gonna be really heartbroken.
Yeah.
Not that one. Not this one. There's one
No, no, I-
beside me on the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's a nice guitar right there. I do have a guitar in the youth room right now that's sitting there. But it's a cheaper guitar. Like, most of the time there's nothing you can really do to a guitar that's gonna just absolutely destroy it unless you deliberately try and destroy it.
Yeah,
Worst case scenario, you break a string on it. Okay, you
Yeah.
buy another $7 pack of strings. Like, but they can be broke.
Yeah.
They're pretty resilient though. So, but yeah. What were we talking about before this?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Survival.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't know.
I don't know. We had an hour though. Oh, I just hit a button on my computer. Everything looks okay. Oh, well, I guess we'll get up out of here then.
All right.
Well, hope I guess you want to plug social media again real quick before I get us out.
We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a Instagram, and a TikTok. Y'all go like, follow, subscribe. Give us a couple comments. Y'all tell us how long y'all could last if the power grid went down. It would be greatly appreciated. Everything is at the Southern Roots.
That's right. With that being said, guys, this has been another episode of the Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Seth. Remember, always keep those Southern roots.